right, hello, welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging. We're back today playing more Legendinthemist. It's been 3 weeks. Does anyone remember where the story left off? You guys all remember where we're in the mist. Mm-hmm. We're in the mist, that's correct. We are in the mist, and it's legendary. And yep, there are dice. I think they're cube shaped that we roll from time to time. Something about tags.
Acorn shaped.
Acorns. You said they got delayed.
What side does an acorn land on?
They're delayed until May or June.
1 of 6 long. It lands on 1 of 6 sides. There you go. Have you seen them? They look pretty cool. Like if you look at the Foundry, your Foundry character sheet where there's the roll button, that's what they physically look like.
Yes.
Cute.
Yeah. Very cute looking.
By the time you get them, Gipser will probably be awesome.
I know. It's going to be way too long. They were supposed to come in January. I'm like, I'll get them. Never mind.
We could do like an epic 5-year campaign. There are podcasts that do that, and I don't know how. Like we've been playing Call of Cthulhu we're about to have our 69th episode this weekend. Nice. And we had how many, like Lord of the Rings. One ring was like 80 something, I think. And then like Zweihander, I think, was over 100. But like that feels exhausting now to do really long campaigns. I'm the only one. It's just an age thing.
Well, and I also think it's how many things at once. Like how many different games we've got going on.
Sure.
Because like the OG audio podcast, that was the only thing that we had going at the time.
Yeah. And these were shorter eps too, because we kept those Zweihander eps down to like an hour and 20 or something like that, hour and a half. Like we didn't do long ones. Like Call of Cthulhu, some of them are like 3-hour chunkers. Like they're pretty big. There's probably more, I would say there's probably more like minutes in our Call of Cthulhu Eternal Lies campaign than the old Zweihander one, I would guess. And like One Ring had a few chunkers.
Epic ones.
Yeah. They had some lengthy ones on that. I think we had like a 4-hour one in there. Was the finale like crazy long? I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I think we've only done like a post-campaign Q&A once, and that was Impossible Landscapes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no one liked it. Like everyone was like, hey, do it. And so we did it. And then everyone was like, this is stupid, and downvoted it on YouTube. So I was just like, all right, well, shut up. We don't do it anymore.
So, oh, no.
I'll burn their houses down. Who did that?
Not me. I'm not bidding to that at all. I have an alibi. I was hanging out with Long. We were playing League.
Yeah.
Of all of the people, like who here is most likely, like I'm looking for a ranking from most likely to least likely to like be like a bro and give an alibi if needed. Like,
whoa, why are you trying to get us on the record? I want everyone to admit to their likelihood to perjure themselves.
Because I'm debating whether I think Long is the most likely or least likely.
Least. From my experience thus far.
If Lloyd is any indication, it's the least likely.
It's just a character.
He's stretching his acting chops.
It's the random priest that we met.
Because I feel like Long would have no problem being like, yeah, we were hanging out. Yeah. Like, just, yeah. And you know me, I'm a horrible liar. So, like, I'd actually put myself kind of like,
she's so bad at it.
Like, I just can't.
She's so bad at it. It's crazy. Like, you just look at her and she, like, this is faults. Like, when we play, like, trader games, she has to just, if she's just really, really quiet, she's guilty. That's it. It's her. And so that's what it is, because she does it. Yeah, it's so funny. Because we're like, and we're probably be able to play some in a couple of weeks, though, because old Steven and Leah are showing up, so we might be able to play some.
The One Night Werewolf?
I don't think so. Like last time around, we did The Thing, which was a lot of fun. That's our go-to. Or did we do? Yeah. I don't know. I think we did last time.
Yeah, and then like Spyfall was always fun. Like kind of like the hidden, like where are we and like who's the spy, and the spy has got to try to figure out where you are, and you've got to try to BS answers if you're the spy so that people don't call you out as being the spy. And like I'm just bad at those.
Yeah.
I don't have a face for lying.
I get killed very quickly in those games. I don't survive very many rounds.
What? Why would that happen?
Because nobody trusts me for some unknown reason.
It's so strange.
Why ever would that be?
So they can never trust me because I'm okay at lying. Just average.
You ever play
average.
Escape the Aliens from Outer Space? Does anyone ever play that game? I know.
No.
Nope. So this one is one of my favorite hidden trader movement kind of games. So everybody has their own little dry erase board with a map, and you get a little dry erase thing, and then you're either, and it's kind of like an alien setting, so it's like it's a sci-fi setting, and you're moving around, but like some people are humans and some people are aliens, monsters, whatever. And so no one really knows where anyone else is. So it's like you don't even know where your team is, but there is a certain number of exits or escape pods that you're trying to get to. And so like you're constantly like mapping which way you're going, which way other people are maybe going, which way this. It's like there's like 1,000 things going on at once, and everyone's got their own little card. It's so awesome. Like I think it's a really good game. People should play it more.
Yeah, a ton of fun.
We go. Pay me for that 12-year-old game that I'm plugging for some reason. Okay. Anyhow.
But it's fun. A lot of fun.
I mean, people like those games. Among Us, Town of Salem. What is it? Blood on the Clock Tower is the big one right now.
Blood on the Clock Tower. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a
traitor game.
Which one?
Traitors, the Nightcrawler
board game for the show.
No, I imagine I would not be surprised if there isn't. There has to be one in the UK.
Jeremy, I've talked about traitors before, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And you know how Alan Cumming is like the Nightcrawler is okay. So in the US version, this coming season, Travis Kelce's mom is going to be a contestant. So, there's that. I don't know what that means. So I know you're a Kansas City guy. So
anyhow,
I mean, that was
I care about sports ball.
You've worn your share of red and yellow.
That's good. That's going to be the Swiftie mother-in-law. I know.
We did. So speaking of board games, we did like a Game of Thrones offline thing for Steven. That's just
I saw all your little messages ping up on my Steam. I was like, oh, that's nice.
We tell you, Steven's an asshole. I just want to point that out.
He's not even in here to defend himself yet.
I know.
He'll hear it.
So much better that way.
This isn't a behind the back thing.
Yeah, he won, as you might expect. He's the only one who really knew how to play. Well, actually, no, his wife knew how to play, but like the rest of us did it. But I blame Long. Long just
what?
Long.
I was new. Come on.
These two right here. So listen, Long. We're supposed to keep him in check, right? Nope. Melissa's like wandering up north and everything.
Doing what I do, and I'm like,
she was playing the Starks. It was just sort of like wondering. It was pretty fun.
We were playing online, and so it was kind of like trying to figure out, like, is this a thing I can do? And like, I wasted so many turns of like, I can move this boat. Oh, I can't move this boat. Okay, well, I put an order there, and there goes that. So the boat stays in place.
Me and Leah, Steven's wife, we just had like a truce the whole map because we were like both. She was the Martells, so I was like House Tyrell, and she was the Martells, and so we just had like a little truce. And we're like, okay, you go that way, I go this way, and so it worked out really great. So anyhow, yeah, I remember that too, Jeremy, when everything was just fault and everyone believed you. Anyhow.
The thing is if you just play a complete Chaos Goblin and everybody expects that from you, then you can slide in the actual lies later.
Yeah. It's like when you like bet crazy when you play poker.
I did that, and then I got killed constantly after I did that a few times for some reason.
But Jeremy's a good person. So no one
it is. I do. I've got the Santa Claus face.
What do you mean?
Well, that's an old phrase. Jeremy's.
Yeah. So I am not that.
Yeah. But we should do that. We might maybe we'll stream one or two of these games because they're a lot of fun. Especially when Steven was telling us how bad we are and that he was a man of peace. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that man of peace got his ass killed in our Black Company game.
He does so much shit talking, and then
man of peace is.
Then he's like empathic later, and I'm like, I don't believe you because you were just shit talking a lot, and so now I don't believe that you feel bad.
Yeah.
All right. Enough stalling. I don't think any of us were studying how to play the game in the last 10 minutes. So let's just get going. Let's do a quick summary. Last time around, so this is episode 14 or session 14. We also had our session 0. So last time around, we started up. You all were still in the sea caves. You had just, or at least I should say, your allies opened up the obelisk through some kind of ritual magic that used like crystal and glass. And they got some kind of crystal from inside of it. You all decided to camp outside of the sea caves. You were resting for a bit. Oswald even showed up, your crow friend, Snaggletooth. You also spoke a little bit with Nesta about the crystal. You even touched the crystal and interacted with it despite her warnings. And a few of you, I think it was Kick and Morgan, the people who had the marking from the Cuthral down in Torhall, you two were like drained by it. Whereas Lloyd, when he interacted with it, he felt empowered in some ways. By engaging with it. You all had little visions as well, like these weird visions. A couple of them of like the actual chamber that the obelisk was found in, but like maybe from the past, and some beings that were kind of panically moving about it. There was one about like mist that you were seeing flowing all over the place as well. What they mean, who knows? In the morning, you all were rescued or picked up by Dockmaster Smythe, Sinova, and some of the other fishers. They took you back to Isvig. There was the revelation. Revelation is an interesting word for it. That you all had brands. Nesta learned of this, encouraged you all to speak with Orin Denvar, the leader of the Twilight Choir. Kick, you didn't want to take any chances, so you got out. So you're making plans to leave, and you would meet up with everyone later when you all tried to reunite by Poe. Snaggletooth, Morgan, Lloyd, you went with Nesta to present the crystal to Orin, and he was very pleased, but he was also concerned when he learned about the brand, in this case only on Morgan's neck, and actually Kick too, was kind of revealed. And the story of the Cathedral down in Tor Hollow, he claimed that demons like that had the ability to shift into any creature that had the brand. And that's why he wanted everybody who was branded like that should be collected, monitored, and then there was a ritual that he could perform to ensure that that demon is killed for good and not just jumping around from person to person. Morgan, you got an up-close look at one point of the choir's map as well. You saw various landmarks that were marked off, that some of them overlapped with the map that you saw from Auntie Eldrin's, but others didn't. And Orin explained to Lloyd that the choir thinks that the region might have once been like the capital of like the Turanok Empire, like these ancient folks or whatever, and that these markers were likely sites of ruins of some kind. There was an argument over whether or not they were stealing ruins and being like Indiana Jones or something. Lloyd, you were very eager to help, and Nesta also agreed to escort Morgan around because she would need watching because of the brand, just in case the demon came for her. And we ended with Kick off by herself, getting ready to leave, and you all having just agreed to, I don't know, go get her and warn her. And so that's kind of where we ended up. So, yeah, where do we want to start? So, I'm assuming, Kick, are you taking your what's it called?
No, I'm grabbing a go bag and getting out. I'm leaving my cart behind.
Okay, excellent. So you try to grab a go bag from your cart though, right? You go back to your cart?
Yeah, like from the boat that I'd left everybody at, I would have immediately just gone to the cart, which we'd already established was the edge of town, and just kept walking up towards the mountains.
Okay. When you head over by your cart, which is on the edge of town, you've seen this a few times already, but you do see like almost like patrols in some way. You always see these choir acolytes in pairs, like they're always in pairs, and many of them are moving about. And you notice that there are two, not like directly by your cart as you go to pick up your to-go bag, but in the general vicinity. Like you can definitely tell, like they could see you, right? If they were really looking for you. How do you want to handle that? Are you trying to negotiate that in some way, like to not be seen or to just kind of go nonchalant? What do you think?
Yeah, she would probably try, like at this time, she's not trying to draw attention to herself, but she's not sneaking. She probably would try to be sort of nonchalant about it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if that's the case, you grab your to-go bag and you just start heading. Are you going to, now there's no bridge, so you have to like basically take a boat northward across the water to the north side of the shore. Are you going to try to do that? Or are you just going to like walk like westward along the fjord? What do you think?
I was thinking about that. I wasn't sure if there was a bridge or a gap. I know that the water tends to be quite narrow, but I think for now, knowing kind of like seeing the patrols and everything, she'd probably just start going westward.
Okay. All right. So you just start
and
leaving.
Work her way around.
Okay. All right. Nothing seems to stop you. You don't see, it doesn't appear like they are following you or anything like that. A few times you look over your shoulder as you pass by and they're kind of going about whatever business that they were doing. You get out of town without any issue. Okay. All right. So you're just heading west?
Yes.
Now the closest like westward, like you would know that you would eventually like looking at our map, like in Foundry, you know that there's to get across to the other side, like the lake is huge, like that this connects to. So like you would be going actually down towards where the ghost meadow was and kind of cutting through the deeper parts of the forest. So you know that this isn't necessarily the best route to eventually get north. So if there's any point that you wanted to try to figure out a different way across, you're welcome to kind of throw that idea out, I should say.
I might head to Auntie Eldrin's to see if she's back and see if she has passage that I might borrow.
Okay. All right. So we'll say you veer out of you head out of the town to the west for a bit. Eventually, once you're kind of out of sight of Isvig and anyone, you start veering southward and kind of taking. Do you think you like try to get back on those sort of outskirt roads where all the farms are, like Snaggletooth and everyone's, or do you just try to stay as far away from where anyone could potentially see you as possible?
I'd probably stick. She would try to be away from vision, from people being able to see. She'd stay off the roads for now. Okay.
All right. And it doesn't seem like anyone stops you. It doesn't seem like you have any sort of issue. You're kind of cutting through some farmland and such, not the farms themselves, but like some farmland in areas. You notice, just like you saw when you all came back from Tor Hollow, Snaggletooth's farm, some of the neighboring farms, huge swaths of crops have been decimated by some kind of scourge. And you're seeing that as well. You're seeing these these dried out husks where food should have been, but doesn't look like anything is salvageable. You see little plumes of smoke. It's still afternoon, so you see some plumes of smoke and such on the horizon of different farmhouses and cottages and things, but you keep your distance, you avoid the roads, and you just venture southward. And for at least a little while, it seems fine. Okay. Awesome. Well, let's go back to town. So we'll say that started while you all were having your debrief with Oren. The three of you now, Lloyd, Snaggletooth, Morgan, it's noonish, right? You are inside of Isvig. You have been asked to go grab Kick because specifically Oren said it would probably be better coming from the three of you than one of his people. He also offered to send the singer, the blessed singer, after her. You also know. So I'll say you all step out of the chapel. You're in the main square of Isvig. Nesta is with you, so keep that in mind. What are the three of you talking about? What are the three of you doing? What's next?
So you're just gonna hang out with us this whole time here?
It's Oren said to stay with you. You don't seem to understand. You are in grave danger. You, Kick, and anyone else with this brand, this omen. It means that at any point, the creature of evil could find its way inside of you. We wouldn't want that to happen. You all were very kind to me. You helped us. And it is only right that I return that to you.
Well, that definitely speaks of a person who's got both courage and compassion, that you put yourself right next to that.
Well, if I can help you, I will. But now, are we going to fetch Kick? I know that she wanted to leave, but I really do think it is in her best interest and everyone's interest. If we bring her before Orin, so that he can help perform whatever ritual needs to be performed.
I mean, I see the sense in that, but Lloyd there, his poor uncle's in a bad way, and I feel a way to pull him away from his uncle any longer, and...
Snaggle's right. I can't just leave town. She didn't even mention where she was going either.
Man, that's the heck of it. I ain't never really gone up into the mountains where she's from.
Do you think that's where she would be headed?
I don't know.
I mean, we could just see if everything happened at around the same time, then we can just see if nothing has happened to us yet, then maybe nothing would have happened to her, and you can sort of keep an eye on us, and by keeping an eye on us, then you're kind of keeping an eye on her. I mean, we could certainly go check out her shop and see if she's there.
I think that's a good first step, yes.
Maybe
yes.
she would have left us a note or something.
You should definitely take that out. And this ritual, and walking and talking as we are, you've seen this...
Aaron Sorkin style.
Exactly. You've seen this ritual before, or have you just heard of it?
I know that Orin has performed it. I have aided in some respects. I've never led the ritual myself, personally. No.
So when we're saying ritual, is this sort of like a you make some tea and you look at the leaves kind of a thing, or is this like a you put someone up and you see if they live or not kind of ritual? There's a whole gamut of things that could be called a ritual.
Our powers that have been granted to us are not one that involves the drinking of tea. However, if that would calm your nerves during it, I'm sure we could find something for you. No, we have the ability to manipulate glass and crystal, other prisms. It allows us to channel some of the Maker's power. It allows us to see things as they are, as they were, as they could be. It allows us to see things that the naked eye could not. Through glass and lens and crystal and prism, there is great truth to be had. It is a difficult skill. It is a learned one to some degree. If you are interested, I could tell you more. I could teach you more. There is a limit, however.
I know what it is to like look through a spyglass, and you've got something far off, and you look through a spyglass and you see it looks a bit closer. Is that I don't know that I'd call it a ritual when I put one of those up to my eye and see what I can see farther on the shore.
That is true. It's not that different. However, the spyglass in this case is that you use is not blessed by divine power. The lenses and prisms that we would use to assess you and to lure the demon out, those are. And yes, it takes years to become adept at our ways.
Right. I think what I was getting at is like when you use a spyglass and you see something on the far shore, then it makes you decide what to do next. You row the boat, you do something. So like you see the thing with the spyglass and then you do a thing. And so what I'm a bit curious about is if you use this spyglass that you've been trained in, it's blessed and all of that, not not to waggle a finger at that, but then what do you do depending on what you see? Like that's where the ritual lies. Is it a letting of blood? Is it a laying on of leeches, or what kind of a thing comes next?
Those with the mark would be situated within a series of prisms and panes so that we can look through them into their essence and see if their essence is unmolested or if there is another presence there. And if there is another presence, then we can use through a series of runic symbols that we would then draw upon these panes. We would draw the demon out and entrap it within one of our crystals.
And then what happens to the body that was previously housing those there? Is that we're all good now and we're safe, or is that ripping out of the thing? It's kind of like pulling a splinter out. Sometimes you do it and it's good, and sometimes you do it and you made a big mess.
Well, not every body is in the same condition. Some are young, healthy. In those cases, most of those can survive possession. Those that are sickly, or old, or enfeebled might have more problematic outcomes.
Morgan looks down at her beer belly.
And you also, don't forget, you actually are enfeebled 3.
Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, sure am.
The gift for touching the thing that she told you not to touch.
Great gift.
Old and enfeebled. That sounds just like you, Morgan.
Shame on you. I'm not old. I'm not feeling quite myself, but I mean, maybe they've got the right of it. Maybe there's a thing and they pull the thing out and I'll be right as rain. I'm not that old, you young whippersnapper.
It's just the mileage.
I'm not sure that helped, Snaggle.
Sorry.
This is very friendly banter. Is this her cart here?
And yeah, you guys have all, and it will say, reached the edge where Lloyd, the last known location. Unless you guys wanted to stall and not bring her here. Was that an intention, or were you just like?
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Just wanted out of this, so try not to bring her in.
Okay. Sure. If you're trying to sort of create a bit of, make it like taking the wrong turns or going the wrong way or looking this, go ahead and give me a roll. All of you can contribute to it. All 3 of you can contribute to it in some way. So like one person does the roll, other people can contribute a tag as well. If they want to assist, if this is like the intention to just kind of buy kick time to get away.
Yeah, like I would do drinking buddies and jovial disposition. Like I feel like Morgan's a storyteller, so she's been kind of engaging her.
Yeah, so I would suggest is the person who thinks that they have the most tags that they can add on their own, they'd be the one to roll it, and then the other 2 would add a tag effectively. So if any one of you think you have like the gift of gab, distraction, or anything like that, you would probably lead it, and then everybody else can lend a tag, except for Kit.
Only got our village, so as the locations wise.
Did you know all the various like nooks and crannies, the alleyways, the best places to go? I think that would work. Okay. What about you, Snaggletooth?
Coordinated effort, because me and Morgan are great friends, and like I've got perfect timing of how to like ping pong off of her storytelling.
Okay.
For sure.
So Morgan, why don't you do the roll? Take 1 power from Lloyd because he knows the village so well. Snaggletooth is giving you 1 power because of his ability to play off your lead. So give us a roll.
Okay, so I think that's a +4 then. My 2 tags and their 2 tags. Oh, all right. That is an 8 total. So
okay, that is a success. That's a success with consequence.
Yeah.
So I think what'll happen, it's just sort of narrative. It doesn't really have to be any kind of any kind of tag or status here. At a certain point, as you're wandering around and sort of talking, at one point Nesta stops and she said, "Haven't we come past this building before, Lloyd?"
No, it might look similar, but
No. I think this is... Yes, this is the baker. Yes, you can smell the bread. Yes.
That smells good.
It does, doesn't it? And we smelt it 5 minutes ago as well.
oh, you're right. I must be hungry. Might as well grab a bite.
I think we should wait till we've spoken with Kik. I'm sure Kik would also like something to eat as well after the events of yesterday. Maybe we should retrieve her first. Yes?
All right, then.
The shop should be this way.
All right. And so I'll say because she's friendly with you all, I'm not going to say it's going to go so far as to create a tag, but you definitely get this sense like she did sort of a double take as she looked at you all, and maybe something's running through her head. She's doing some calculations, but nonetheless doesn't make a stink of it. So eventually you will get to Kik's cart, her forge, but it'll have given her enough time to get out of the village, basically, and get out of sight of everybody. And when you arrive, you see it's packed up. It's not open. The door is locked, probably. And any sort of tools that she might have had left out have been put inside, so as not to let the weather get to them. And Nesta will kind of knock on the door. "Excuse me, Kik. This is Nesta and your friends. Do you have a moment, please? Kik."
Morgan puts her ear to the door.
"I don't hear anyone inside. Do you know somewhere else she might have gone to?"
Well, I mean, we should open the door and make sure she's not just in the back packing something.
It's locked.
It's locked. I wouldn't want to pry. Perhaps we should.
I mean, her cart's still here.
Does she normally take it with her?
I mean, if she was going to go much anywhere, she ain't all warm and fuzzy, but like she's practical. Like if she's going to go somewhere, she's going to try and get some business done.
It's one of the things that's most important to her is that she's got a forge that moves with her. Well, I'll go run back and I'll see if just perhaps she's just still poking around back there.
I don't know if it's big enough to go around back. I don't think it's like a Winnebago. Like, because she has to carry. She has to.
Yeah, I have to pull it myself.
Yeah,
I don't have a horse.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I don't think it's so big. That,
yeah.
Okay, so perhaps we just wait here then for her to return, unless you know somewhere else we could find her.
I mean, we could just meander about a little bit and see if. I mean, Lloyd did have the right of it. It's right about the lunch hour, and perhaps getting some food might not be a bad idea, and we can see the comings and goings.
Should one of you perhaps stay here in case she returns?
I'll stay here then. I live nearby.
Thank you, Lloyd. Please make sure that you keep an eye out for it. I cannot impress upon you enough how serious this is. Your friend is in grave danger.
Orin, you've made it clear. You tell her.
My name is Nesta. Orin was the...
Yes, that's why I said Orin and you.
Oh, I see. Yes. I didn't quite hear.
She looks at you really suspiciously again. That's twice now. Gaslight this woman. All right. So we'll say then Lloyd stays behind. Snaggletooth, Morgan, the two of you with Nesta go and get some food. Okay. We'll say the day passes a little bit. Lloyd, do you linger here or do you do anything else?
Right as I get out of eyesight, I'm just going to sprint back to my uncle's. Yeah, out of there.
Okay. So you head back to your uncle's. Do you go inside?
Yeah, I haven't seen him all day yesterday.
Okay. So you go inside, and I think the last time you saw him, didn't something break? I just want something broke.
Yeah, I had to knock something over to get Orin out of there.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So you go back in. You see your uncle who has just finished like repairing whatever it is that you broke. Oh, look who comes back, Mr. Lloyd Grover. I don't remember what it was, but like, yeah.
I'm back, Uncle.
Off on another one of your adventures, huh?
It was with the Twilight Choir this time.
Oh, you've become very chummy with them, haven't you?
I think the old fella's taken a liking to me.
Has he now? Oh, I see. Well, I guess you'll be apprenticing with them then instead. No more apprentice Candlemaker. Be an apprentice choir person.
That doesn't quite roll off the tongue, does it? I'm an apprentice Candlemaker.
So, what adventures did you get up to this time?
You wouldn't believe it. There's something here in our very own town. A giant crystal scepter.
What do you mean, a giant crystal scepter? What does that even mean, Lloyd?
Giant water beast. Look, my face, it's scarred up. Some clay sprayed out of the wall.
He like kind of steps forward.
Your face does look.
He comes up, kind of grabs you by the chin, kind of turns you around a little bit. What happened?
I don't know
Tell
if
me
you know
everything.
it, but this... Yeah, it's up in the sea caves. Have you been in the area?
Caves? Why would I go to the caves? What good is
I don't
going
know.
to the caves? There's nothing good in the caves. There's just danger in the caves. It is safe here.
Of course it is, but in the walls, the dirt, I don't know what it was. It sprayed out.
Sprayed out.
I don't know. It's like a clay. It made my face paralyzed.
He's like kind of like tapping, like where like there's this sort of like resin, sort of still covering you. I think it's still on your face, right? Isn't it? Isn't it kind of still on you, or did you
try
peel
removing it?
off?
That's why I got
Okay.
injured.
Do you have any pieces of it left?
Yeah, we could say there's like pieces.
I
of
think I
crystal
put some
lingering
of it in your pocket, literally, was something we
Okay.
talked about because
Okay.
it was compared to the amber.
So do you show that to him?
Yeah, I'll say like, oh yeah, I brought something for you, some of that whale flask, and then the amber will fall out as well.
He takes the flask and he's just like, what's it like? Well, perhaps I could find some use for this. And he sets it to the side, and then he grabs the chunk of whatever this is, this sort of like amber resin.
You said this was on your face.
Yeah, it hardened. Kik got rid of it.
Just your face. Not all of you.
I don't think I inhaled it or anything. Yes.
You're not to go into the sea caves anymore. Do you understand me? You stay away from them.
I mean, Snaggle has me do some runs sometimes.
Stop going there. It's dangerous. Okay? This is dangerous here. This substance. Could you imagine what would happen if it covered your face, if it covered your nose, if it covered your mouth? You wouldn't be able to breathe.
Do you know of it? Do you know what this is?
I've seen it before.
So you have been to the caves.
Not those caves.
There are more around here?
There's mountains everywhere. We're surrounded by mountains. Of course there are caves. Yes, I have been to other caves. I have to go collect material. And I have to collect even more now since my assistant won't go and be reliable and do it for me. But yes, I have seen these. Your parents saw these as well.
My parents. They've been on my mind recently.
just recently?
Well,
Think about them every day. I think about them every day.
more often than usual, yes. There's something about Twilight Choir coming in. It's stirring up emotions, I guess.
I don't know what they have to do with any of it. Your father, your mother, they didn't care about that at all. They just... Anyhow, you have too much of them in you, and they got them in trouble. Stop poking your nose around in places that are dangerous. They are... Do you want to end up like them?
What exactly happened to them?
And you can see like he gets this like sort of dark like look on his face.
I told you what happened to them. They died. They were lost. It was an avalanche over by the Iron Mountains to the west. They were headed to the trading post, and there was an accident. They were they were killed. You know this. I've told you this 100 times.
All right, then. If you say so, I'll stay away.
Good. Now,
He like points to a few things and he kind of sets you like,
first wash your face. You look filthy.
and then get to work. And he kind of points to like a little work area and trying to set you to tasks here and there.
You got it.
All right. So, what about Morgan and Snaggletooth? What do you do? Like, do you just go and grab some food, or is there something else that you try to does one of you try to, Snaggletooth? You could potentially slink off if you wanted, without Nesta, or even Morgan could too, but you would probably need to make a roll to lose your tail.
Well, I mean, normally I'd really take a lot of pleasure in showing you the hospitality of some of the best of what we got around here, Nesta, but I feel bad that I don't really know how best to help in this situation.
You need to help me find Kick. It's very clear. It's very simple. You are her friend. You know where to find her. That is all.
Yeah, normally I just come into town. If she's there, she's there, and I normally come find Morgan here, and we just find something to get into, and one thing will just lead to another.
Well, Nesta, what we will do, we will comb the town, and we will see what happened to her. Make sure before we go traipsing off anywhere that she's not.
You're not going traipsing off anywhere. No traipsing off for you, Morgan. You're staying close.
What are you thinking that we're going to have to do if we can't find her here? If I have to stay put, what?
If we can't find her, Oren's going to send the singer after her. She leans in really close. And he'll bring her back, one way or another.
And Morgan's going to shoot a look to Snaggletooth at that. That doesn't seem like something we want to have happen.
Well, I mean, I could head on back, see if any other homesteaders have heard any tell of anything. I don't really think she'd really go meandering through there, but
If you think that would help, I think that is a good idea. Yes.
She motions you close so that no one else can hear.
At any point, that demon could occupy her. And if she's off on her own, and if she is away from those who could potentially protect her, then she is an even greater risk than any of us. No, demon would choose to occupy someone in such close proximity to all of our Twilight Choir acolytes. But if she is off on her own, if she is wandering to the mountains, or if she's amongst your homesteaders, that means she is alone. The demon will sense this. Not only that, the demon doesn't get hurt. The singer, it is a creature of... It is the embodiment of the Maker's will.
Gotcha. It ain't a person. It gets an order. It does the order.
Exactly. There's nothing that Kick will be able to do to stop it. And I don't want her getting hurt.
Well, I appreciate that, Nesta. Boy, you've been put in a tough spot, and I'm real sorry that you have to take on so much responsibility, but I appreciate you would. I think Morgan knows the town a lot better than I do. And I'm not going to say I'm the craftiest guy of all, but I'd be willing to go check what I know out where I'm from.
Go do that. Return this evening. Tell me what you found. Yes?
All right.
Okay. You see Snaggletooth. Starts heading off. Okay. And then what about you, Morgan?
So Morgan feels a bit stuck in this situation because she's been basically assigned a shadow. So Nesta's a seemingly lovely human being, but she can't, until we have a plan to leave and ditch her, Morgan's kind of stuck, I think, just sort of being her tour guide around any of the places that Kick could possibly be around town until we can sort of get everybody together and have a plan of we're all going to leave. And then Morgan can kind of lose the shadow. So I would say that's kind of what's in Morgan's mind at this point of and I would imagine that maybe in kind of saying goodbyes to Snaggletooth as he heads out to the farm, I'd like to think that she says something to him, again, because we've had a lot of adventures over the years together. So I would imagine, she might say to him something along the lines of, sometimes you've got to make sure that you check under every rock and veil or something that is sort of intended to mean we may need to get out of here, and let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I may need to. Yeah, I should go search every nook and cranny and probably just get going on to it, I suppose.
Leave no veil unturned.
Right. So there ain't no mountain high enough.
No.
Morgan just starts whistling.
So I also want to remind everyone, you, especially Snaggletooth, that you too are branded. But I don't think that has been revealed. And so everything that she has been saying about being isolated, being away, that would potentially apply to you as you head off into the farmlands, the homesteads, and wander about the good people. They're good rustic folk trying their best to recover from some scourge attacking their crops. And so you see Snaggletooth shuffling off, headed down these country roads. We see Morgan. Are you just kind of scouring the village, we'll say?
Yeah, I would say
I want to move it along here because if no one's taking any really drastic action, then let's move it along. Let's not just do
and that's basically what she's doing is kind of stalling for Snaggletooth and Lloyd to kind of get ready for us to go and kind of ditch her and
do they know that they're getting ready? Does Lloyd know that he's getting ready for anything? I don't.
Snaggle knows.
Melissa, to give you some options, because Kick asked you to stay with her instead of on the beach, she would have told you probably where she'd kept like a spare key outside that's hidden away or something. So you would have access to the blacksmithy if you need anything.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to say some hours pass. We'll say the daylight passes, and eventually evening starts to fall. You see the sun setting in the mountains to the west. We start with Kick. Kick, you have been moving most of the day. I would say at this point you've probably moved beyond the actual farmland area, and you're kind of back towards that makeshift road that went down towards Tor Hollow. And then eventually there was the bridge that you all kind of sort of repaired. I think you and Lloyd put some work into repairing it. And as you approach it in evening time, you do see like the bridge itself is still intact. It doesn't look like anything has befallen it. You're all by yourself. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, no point stopping. I don't have the resources for that. Let's hope that Auntie Eldrin's home, because I don't really have another plan for spending the night with a bunch of dead folks otherwise.
Okay. So
I'll risk the bridge.
Yeah. And I'll say because the two of you repaired it so well, there's really no danger, and there's no storm going on right now, so you're able to cross it without a whole lot of trouble. You eventually get into the ghost meadow. And the last time you were here, you recall seeing that the tree, the ghost tree, that large oak, was like split by something, right? And you saw like kind of, I think it was like a little goo, almost like the amber that you saw that you kind of hacked off of Lloyd's face. And you saw that there was a small little like pixie or a fairy of some kind that you gave to Eldrin. And you also remember seeing that there was like a shambling, like hunched over figure that you all had pieced together in your minds. I think your theory was that this might be like a Toranok or something because of the strange posture. When you start crossing over the ghost meadow, you immediately feel like this pressure of sort of sadness like kind of overtake you. But more than that, you notice that the ground in every direction has been churned. And you can see that no longer is it like the yellowing meadow, right? It's instead got these huge like troughs of dirt and mud and rock, as if someone has like raked through it with like a heavy plow, and it's just been churned up left and right.
I don't like that. And so she will step cautiously and quietly as best she can. Though she's large and tends to smash, she'll definitely draw her short sword and just have it pointed down at the ready.
Okay. If you're trying...
Yeah. Sorry, go for it.
I was going to say, if you're trying to move across like quietly, like without detection, like keeping low and all that kind of stuff, I think a stealth roll would be appropriate.
Yes. Stealthing. I've got Mountaineer.
You did just... You were on a meadow.
It's ground, right? It's dirt. You got rid of all the grass and the living things.
Everything's
so that
a
means
mountain
it's
if
rocks.
you go down far enough. Yeah.
Right.
It's like a flat mountain.
It's all about scale.
No, I'm gonna have to probably roll this straight, which is fine. I don't have anything that would help me with this.
Okay. Well, do you have anything negative?
I do have negatives, though.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have enfeebled one and exhausted one.
I think exhausted would probably be in play here.
Okay.
Enfeebled, not so much.
Oh, that's for the other thing. Oh, that's a... Yeah, that should be. Okay. Why does it still do that?
I turned it off again for the 1,000th time. Okay.
I don't know why. It's only me.
Okay. Just randomly
it makes sense.
heard
I'm
the
not
dice
good
roll
at this.
too. So, okay. So you start moving across the meadow, and you, at a certain point, realize that you are not alone. At first, it appeared as though it was just like this churned up earth, but then you start to realize that there are things moving about in some of that earth, and you see something get up, and much like the last creature you saw in here, kind of turns in your direction and begins to slowly start kind of shambling. You see kind of crawling almost through the dirt at one point. You see a torso of one of these things. You don't even see any legs. There's just like kind of large, like arced, almost like a humpback, but not, but more sort of symmetrical as they're sort of crawling through here and there, and they're all moving towards you. And you start to see there's another one over there, and then another one over there, and there's about, you start adding it up, and you start seeing like a good 8 or 9 of them beginning to pop up. What do you do, Kick?
Well, we definitely don't stop, because if you stop, then they're all going to catch up with you. These things don't move fast, right?
They're all shambling. They're definitely all shambling.
I keep the ones in front of me at arm's length where possible. Keep moving. I remember that there was the pit near Auntie Eldrin's. Hopefully it'll still be there. I think it was even after her house disappeared, so...
Okay.
Let's aim for that.
Okay, so do you think you're just moving quickly now? Like, are you giving up on stealth and just trying to plow through?
Yeah, she's just gonna... She's not running outright. Like, she wants to watch her step. She doesn't want to hurt herself while doing this, but she's gonna, a fast walk. Okay.
I think at a certain point, you start to realize that some are popping up in front of you, and I'm going to give you the tag surrounded, as you start to realize these things are all around you now, and like kind of blocking off the path in the direction of Eldrin. You look back the way you came, kind of blocking the path off back to the bridge, northward that would take you to the cliffs overlooking the lake, blocked off southward that would take you to the same mountains, like all around you. They're like, it's not like a singular, like there's spots to get through, but they're definitely surrounded.
Just one?
Oh no, there's many. There's
Oh, it's surrounded one?
Oh yeah, surrounded. It's just surrounded as a tag. It's not a
just surrounded as a tag. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So they're closing. They're popping up, and some of them are coming in front of you. You have to redirect, but then as you redirect one direction, these other ones get closest, and you realize you're slowly kind of getting herded into this.
She's gonna try to pick up speed and push through with strength. Essentially, just start bowling people over and stepping and crushing them underfoot if she can.
That sounds
not
great.
stopping.
There we go. That's the kick we're waiting to see.
Sounds perfect. Give me give me a roll for that. The surrounded is going to come into play. So you'll have that as your negative. And I think exhausted as well.
Yes. Strong as an ox. Smashing it loudly. I would say unintentional breakage, except that's actually a positive in this situation. So I'm not. I'm going to go hardy as well, I think. If that's all right.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I think all of those make sense, for sure.
Yeah. And then I'm just checking blacksmithing, but I think none of that's going to... Oh, I have a short sword.
You do? As well. You can totally use that here. So, yeah, you can totally do that here. You have one status working against you in exhausted. You have one tag working against you in surrounded. So you have -2.
Exhausted, and I'll just put a -1 modifier for surrounded. There we go. 8 mixed success.
Okay. So what I'll say, the success is that you absolutely charge through one of them in front of you, and they reach out and you swing wildly. It's more like it's less about technique and just more about pure power with your swing, and you hack into one of the arms that doesn't come maybe fully severed, but you cut it in such a way that it barely hangs on. You feel it hit bone. But what happens to you as you run, I'll say the consequence is that there's this moment where as you hack into it, it almost sounds like it's trying to say something. It's got that kind of zombie quality. But as it does so, you can see it kind of, it's almost like it's exhaling something into you.
Oh,
and you see this sort of dusty orange, or orange dust just emit from it. And it kind of gets onto some of your clothing. And I'll say That's the consequence.
Okay.
But you're able to bust through this surrounding.
Okay.
And you're able to, and you can outpace them at this point. Once
Yeah.
you bust through the defenses, you can outpace them. A little narrative note for later. Okay. And so you keep rushing and you get to the other end of the Ghost Meadow.
Mhm.
And it does seem, though, as you look back, that they don't break they don't on their own seem to break a certain barrier in this meadow.
Okay.
You can see they come up to it and they just kind of stop. Now you all took one, but they don't seem to sort of push themselves.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you push on to where Eldrin's was, or do you stay?
No point stopping. Let's keep going.
I'll say by the time you get there, night has fully fallen. There's no more light. You look out, you see there is no cottage. She has not returned. You see the familiar chopping block for wood. You see the pit, but you see no signs of the actual cottage itself. So we're going to cut from here. Think about what you might want to do next, and we're going to jump to Snaggletooth.
Okay.
So Snaggletooth, you left in the afternoon or early afternoon. You make it back to your homesteader area. You have a couple neighboring farms. What are you really doing?
I think honestly, because it's time can sometimes feel a little loosey goosey, but it doesn't feel like Keek would have had a huge, she had time ahead of us, but she shouldn't be super far away. He honestly wants to figure out where she actually went and potentially try and find where she is and not have her be on her own. With as weird as things have been.
Put together a pool to sort of reconnoiter the area, talk to people, and see if anyone caught sight of her.
Okay. So yeah, I maybe because this is kind of going through my home area, maybe I could pull on my homesteader knowledge because I actually know this region pretty well.
Think so? Makes perfect sense.
I can, if I do, ask maybe reach out to Delilah, the neighbor that we had helped out recently, coordinated effort between her and the kids. Can you ask around, see if anybody knows anything? Oswald isn't really there was a temptation to see if Oswald was still around because Oswald seemed to sometimes understand things more than I would expect. But I think Oswald had flown away in the previous session.
That is true. He came.
Yeah,
he came to say hi to you. You threw some meat at him. He stood there and he was staring at you. And I think he was at one point staring at the crystal pillar, and then just kind of lingered for a bit and then flew away.
Okay, so maybe homesteader coordinated effort, and maybe a toss up between Heart of Gold or Help Those in Need because he does legitimately want to catch up with her and help. So maybe 3.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
You got this.
All right.
That's all right. So that'll get me to 4 and a 2 is 6 plus 3 is 9. Still mixed success.
Okay, so I'll say the only real, I would say probably the consequence is just it takes a while. Is probably all it is. So it's just more of a time thing. But eventually you do come across one of your, not maybe your immediate neighbors, but maybe you go 2 farms over, to the west a bit. And you meet one of your folks over there, you some sort of let's say an old man, some kind of creepy looking old dude. Let me see. Do I have a name for somebody to give you? Let me double check. It's been a while since I opened up this little name database of mine.
Maybe Captain Dogmaster Smythe's got a brother, cousin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could say. We could say the twin of Dockmaster Smythe is a farmer. It's just the same thing.
Nice. One is of land, one is of sea.
They call him. What do they call him? Farm master? No, that's stupid. Never mind. That's what they call him. Stone master. Oh, maybe he's a mason. We'll say him that. We'll say he's a mason. And so he's repairing some kind of stone wall or something. Okay, so it's Mason Smythe. Okay, so nice. you find him, and he looks. They're identical twins. This is canon now. They're identical twins.
Nobody tells him nothing.
As tall as a mountain as it is wide. No, she went. Oh, my.
I tell you what, you sure are so helpful, and I thank you. And, you know, I'm grateful that, for what's worth, she's always been partial to you.
Yeah, I do like a big woman.
Why do you do this in every game, Jeremy?
I don't know. I can't help it. It's like I
he
don't
knows
even
I'm
know
gonna bite the apple. You know I'm gonna bite the apple. Put it up there.
You know I'm gonna have to punch him in this character.
Here we go. Put it on.
I don't
put
know
a good
it,
word,
no.
Rose Smith. Eh?
Yes. I don't think I even understood what he said.
You say maybe you put in a good word for old Smythe.
Oh, of course. You ain't nothing but a gentleman and a professional. And she's a professional. You're a crafter, and she's a crafter. So the two of you is just like double crafty.
Match made in heaven. Clearly.
Bees in a pod.
I'm professional.
And he just kind of like smacks the wall, and like a couple of the rocks fall.
I see you're busy at work with your quality assurance testing.
Yep, I sure am.
And he picks up a little flask and he takes a drink.
Yep. Oh, and I get the old tongue wet, you know? All this talking.
Understood. Yep. Being professional's thirsty work. I appreciate you, Mason.
Yep. Yep. I don't appreciate nothing. Everything. She went over that way. Didn't say nothing. All by herself. Quiet as can be. Yeah. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
I just felt shy around you, that's all.
You think?
I mean, you know, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm a little fella. You're kind of all big and intimidating, you know?
Yeah. I'm not intimidating. It's my professional stature. Hmm?
Yep. It's all that hard work. You got them big shoulders.
I do have big shoulders. Yeah. My best feature. And my tooth.
I'll make sure to talk to her about you, I promise.
All right. Yeah. I see you, Snaggletooth. Yeah.
That waves
You
off.
take care.
So yeah, he says. So basically, he says he headed south. She headed south a couple hours ago, all by herself. So you're a few hours behind her.
Okay. I can't help it. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
Poor Kipser.
He's an old
Every
creepy guy.
time.
It doesn't matter what the character is. I will have to stir that pot.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, I
goodness.
hope you're ready for your neighbor getting punched. Just FYI.
I had no idea it was coming.
He's only
Yeah, I
got
know.
one tooth left to knock out. So it's
Aw.
Yep.
Poor man.
I'm
gonna jump in here.
Nice to Silverman, by the way. Thank you for the raid. Awesome.
Welcome,
Well done.
Raiders.
Hope you had a good game. All right. So let's go back to Lloyd. So actually, Snaggle, would you follow after her, or would you go back to town and inform Morgan and Lloyd and everybody?
I think
You can
he
go.
would follow.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
Okay.
he knows how to disentangle himself from that sort of situation.
Okay.
And he really, with all the weird stuff that's been happening, he feels really bad about the idea of like Keek kind of wandering the roads by herself. I
Mhm.
mean, she's big and tough and all that, but still, like, things are weird.
Okay. So you hastily put together a little pack for yourself, and then you start headed south to try to catch up with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lloyd, back in town, afternoon, you're working. Evening comes around. What do you do?
All right, Uncle. I got a lot of work done, more than usual.
Did good today. Good.
Usually I'm
usual.
horrible.
AKA
I can't
some
remember
work.
what voice did I use for her. Like, I cannot remember. I
Like
remember.
an
I
old
remember the
man.
one time. I always remember like, oh, you see your opportunity, do you? Like something like that. It's so stupid. So, it's like you
You did good today, Lloyd. Your father would be proud. Now, you do the same tomorrow, and then you do the same after that. And that's called work ethic. Right?
No, about that. I know you told me not to go galloping off, but well, I don't know if I should tell you. That's why Choir's going to want to know. It's related to Poe.
What about that old rascal?
Well, I know where he went. And he wants... Put 2 and 2 together.
You stay out of his business. He's gonna be the death of you. Poking around, nosing around. What did I just tell you? You stay out of caves, you stay out of ruins, you stay... No adventuring for you, boy. That one... He's gonna be the death of you.
Well, the choir's quite interested now, and maybe I've gotten myself into trouble. I don't know if you could help me.
The best way out of trouble is to keep your head down and get back to work. Make it look like you're just a regular citizen of Isvik. You work and work and work. No questions for somebody who makes candles for a living. No one cares about that. But you start gallivanting around. You start talking with people you shouldn't. You start going to places and poking around with things that you shouldn't. Start coming back with weird things on your face and talking about crystal scepters and things. Well, then of course they're going to pay attention to you.
Well, now that you're already mad, I might as well tell you. I took your candle.
You took my...
He has to be at max anger now.
You selfish, good for nothing.
I just... Lloyd, all these years I've just tried to be... I've tried to be there for you, because you're alone. Because your parents aren't here. Because your parents asked me to look out for you if anything were to happen to them. And I've tried my best, Lloyd. I've tried my best. But you don't make it easy, you know. Stealing my things. What did you do with it?
I gave it to Elgin as a favor.
Ah! Let's see. Like he gets kind of like, okay, you fool boy. That was the only way to talk to them. Don't you understand?
I didn't before. I thought it was just a candle, a special one.
It is a special candle. It's special because I can use it to talk to them, to check in on them, to make sure that they're not all gone yet. Last time I used it, well, they weren't well. Now I have to make some. Do you have any more of that, the amber from the caves? More of it. I need more of it.
Yeah, it's lying around. It's here. My pocket's here.
Give it over. He's like, kind of laying it out. And there's not a lot. I don't know if this is enough. Can you get it back from her?
I don't even know if she's there. Like, maybe she's used it. I don't know. Can't you make another?
Like, I can, but I don't know if this is enough. And he like kind of gestures to like all of these little fragments of like amber. There's barely anything here.
There was
more.
There was some of this in Tor Hollow. We brought some of it back. I think it's a key.
Give me that too. Well, go get it.
Well, all right then. I'll be right back.
And he like holds the door
open. Now, when you say you're going to be right back, that means you're going to be here in 10 minutes, not in 2 days. The sword in your gullet, you fool boy.
Be right back, 10 minutes.
He like pulls his hand off. You open the door and you race off. Now, above the table, is that where it is? Okay, so who actually has it? I think Snaggletooth traded it, didn't he? Or no. He traded booze for it, I think.
Right, we got it along on the road.
Yeah.
And so I assume Snaggle then still has it, unless he did something with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I gave
So
the
Lloyd-
one that I got, I gave to you, Lloyd.
From his face, right? Like the little.
Yeah, I gave him his
little
face
tiny
clay
fragments.
back. Yes, that is accurate.
And like think of it like a very thin sheen, and so there's like really not a whole lot of volume to it. But the big chunk that Snaggletooth got was like it was pretty big. Okay, so Lloyd, you race over to the wagon or to the cart. I'll say for you, it's evening time, sun's coming down. And Morgan, would you have come here to go inside after Snaggletooth left, or would you have gone somewhere else? Because you had the key, because that's what Kip's said.
Yeah. So what I've been kind of mulling over is like I need to find a way to lose this tail. And so like I don't want to do it in such a way that's going to immediately raise alarm. So I can't just like in the middle of a tavern just like punch her and run, because then like immediately
you could try.
like that's gonna call the singer on us immediately. So I'm okay. That's a what?
Well, what do you want to do then?
So I was trying to think of a way that I could like, and I don't know that I'm going to be like able to do this, but almost something like I don't know if I could get her too drunk where she might fall asleep or something along those lines. Like that's what she would go for, is like trying to like have a meal with her, get her drinking too much so she passes out and kind of slips her shadow.
Okay. Sure. So let's see if you can get her intoxicated a bit.
Okay. So I am.
This is unreasonable.
How long do you think before Snaggletooth returns?
Well, you know, he's got a way out that he's got to get to the farm, and you know Snaggletooth, he cannot run across any person in his path without starting a conversation.
I've known him for a day and a half. He seems like a very kind soul, but I'm worried. Going to be honest with you, Morgan, I don't think all of you realize just how treacherous things are right now.
I think I do. Like we've seen.
The only way that you'll fully understand it if maybe the demon takes your friend and burns them from the inside out. Is that what it would take?
I think this is just who I am. Do
you like who you are? Because when a demon possesses someone, who you are changes. You are no longer yourself. You're it now. It takes control.
We've been right concerned about the break-in in the ground and the earthquake and just all of the things that have happened. It's not that we're not concerned. It's just sometimes there's different schools of thought of how you deal with some things, and you know, someone will say it's this poultice, and someone else will say no, it's this tea, and sometimes they're both right. It's just different ways to get there.
Morgan, when one of your tools, your maybe a wagon, yes, a wagon, or and a wheel's broken, and you have a problem, a clear problem. When you take it to a carpenter to fix it. Do you listen to their advice? Do you allow them to fix it as they know best? Or do you distract them and delay them? And do you try to explain to them that despite the fact that they have trained in that profession to fix carts and wheels and other things made of timber their entire life, that they are perhaps mistaken? Or do you perhaps let the expert do their work?
I mean, I take your meaning, but I would.
If you did, I don't think that you would continue the sentence by saying, but I know this issue. This is my field of expertise. I am the carpenter here, Morgan. I don't want to see you and your friends. And she just like sighs, like exasperated, like reaches out and pulls like a stein and starts drinking a little bit. Make her check, because you're frustrating the hell out of her.
Yeah.
She's just trying to be good. Just trying to help.
And Morgan,
you're driving her to drink.
Like Morgan, for sure. Like she seems like a great person, and if it weren't for the fact that we got a warning to not trust any of them, then all of this might make sense. But the back of the mind, they're wacky people who shouldn't be trusted, according to a person that we think we should trust.
They're wacky people? I don't know if they're wacky. I don't know if I accept wacky as a tag for these.
Okay. There's good alternate tags. So I'm going to go with drinking buddies, jovial disposition, cheer them on. No, maybe not cheer them on. Like egg them on is more of what I was thinking, not like.
Okay, I think egg them on makes sense if you play it that way. Sure. Okay. I would. Oh man, I want to pass this because I want to. I think laugh at despair makes more sense than.
Okay.
Yeah. Like drinking buddies, like in the sense like you're getting other people to join in and hoping that it's like she's not your drinking buddy. Yeah. Okay.
I'm tempted to burn a tag because I really want to pass this.
Okay.
Get away from her.
Sure.
So I'm tempted to burn laugh at despair.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll make this a tracked outcome. And so we'll track your power and we'll see where you're at and let you buy some things that might be able to get you away. So go ahead.
All right. So that should give me then +5.
Okay. But you have some things working against you.
That's right.
You have Nest of Shadow. That tag, that's -1.
Okay.
You have Under Suspicion that you've been under for quite some time. So that's another.
Okay.
And then you're going to take your highest status, which in this case...
Enfeebled.
I think Enfeebled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think Enfeebled will probably play against you. So even with the burn, I do think you end up at even.
I did end up at even. Glad I burned.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have ended up at even.
It's good.
So, all right. Come on, dice. It's a 9. 6 and a 3.
Okay. Well, 9 is good. So you have 1 power to spend. Because even at a 0, even
you
if
still
you
have
succeed,
1.
you still have the 1 power. The 1 power to spend. There is constants coming your way. I already have an idea what that's going to be. So I'm just going to write that down. It's more of a narrative thing. So you don't have enough power to spend to remove Nest of Shadow as your tag. But you could give her a status of distracted, drunk, something like that.
Sleepy?
Okay. All right. Okay. So sleepy 1. Okay. So that means if you do eventually try to make a move to separate yourself from her, that could potentially work in your favor. Okay. So yeah, she'll drink a little bit, but then at a certain point she'll set it down and like you try to pour her another, and she's like, "No, I must stay alert, and I'm tired enough as it is. As much as I
appreciate sleeping under the stars. The beach was very rocky and not very comfortable. I did not sleep well last night. Shouldn't we be moving on? Should we go back to see if Lloyd has seen any sign of Kick now?
Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah. Gosh, how do I get myself out of this now? And I want her to actually.
I'd really love for Lloyd to come walking in at this time.
Lloyd went to your place. So like Lloyd,
Yeah, he
so
did.
I'm trying to see if the timing would work out that when he goes there, Morgan is there or not. And if not, that's fine. But
Yeah, I think.
what do you think, Morgan?
I think more like. I was really hoping she would fall asleep, and so then we'd have a little lead time to be able to like get away. Because at
She's
this
sleepy.
point,
She's not asleep. It's sleepy
know.
one. That's not
I
enough
know.
of a status to put her to sleep. That just makes her a little drowsy.
trying to not get her to notice the second I leave. Well, head towards the card.
Okay. I mean, you could try to get away from her if you want, but you could literally try to lose her in the crowd of the tavern here and get away, or you can just let her follow you.
Yeah. I'll lose her now in the crowd at the tavern. Like
You can try. You can certainly try.
No.
Yeah. So you can make a test to try to leave her, like to try to lose her as you leave. If you fail, the consequence is that she's not going to be lost. So you know what the consequence is going to be. So barring like snake eyes or something like that, you know what the consequence will be. The sleepy one will definitely work in your favor. So you can put together what you want to put together, but you are still
still got her as a shadow.
You still got her as a shadow. You're still under suspicion. What do you want to do?
I'm going to I'm going to switch on Tavern Brawler Distraction. So I'm going to
start a fight.
I'm going to start a fight. Yep. So, because then I'm going to do Drunken Master Brawling, Tavern Brawler. So I'm going to pick a fight with somebody here who I'm going to pretend as if they were making fun of her and being rude to her. Why would you think you're doing? You don't say anything like that about these people that have just sat in our town. What do you think you're being inhospitable? That's not something that we do. And so maybe town crier person happened to pop into the bar and she can never take a...
Yeah.
It's been a while since
Timothy Rosser.
Exactly.
Timothy Rosser.
Exactly. Just need somebody's
he's just kind of over,
punchable face.
He's like kind of over in the corner. He's like,
And I heard that old Lloyd and his uncle were getting into it earlier, and his uncle kicked him out, fired him. Yeah, apparently Lloyd's been stealing things from his shop. Yeah.
This is like kind of what's being said.
Rude about these guests that have come in here. I'm gonna set your right one up here. That is, and she just kind of grabs him, just kind of lifts him up.
You've got the easy layup reason for the fight, and then you just present the entirely opposite thing. I love it.
So, sadly, I do think your enfeebled still is going to affect you here, right? Like, because you are weakened significantly by this experience you had. So keep that in mind.
Okay. I feel like we probably have, and I somehow refreshed and lost it, but I feel like we've got like a team tag that probably I could get on with something, but I can't see any of the team tags right now.
Teammates, there's Tor Hollow Heroes, there's
Improvisers.
Yeah, I like improvisers. I'd like to call it. So I've got Tavern Brawler, Drunken Master Brawling, and Improvisers to make this straight then.
Okay.
Because the enfeebled will
You can do it.
come back down.
Okay. Unless you wanted to burn another path
Ugh, good
for the Dragon Rise.
tavern brawler.
Okay. So that puts you up. So
Plus
you're
2.
now at +2 for your
Yeah.
2 roll. Okay. Well, that's way better. It's going to be great.
It's a
How'd you
7, so it's not a straight fail. But
Okay. So this is what I'm going to say. You passed. You wanted to create a fight to separate you from her. I'm going to say that's exactly what succeeds. Okay. That's 100% what happens. A brawl breaks out. People start fighting. It's like, what? No, I said Lloyd. Oh, and he like picks up a chair and like throws it at you, and then everyone just starts fighting and throwing this and that, and so it becomes this big brawl, and you're able to slip out. Unfortunately, I'm going to say as part of it, someone is going to like kind of catch you, like as you're moving out, you suddenly just feel like and you look down and you can see there's Timothy Rosser, the town crier, just like dragging across the floor, and he's like biting into your leg like that, and like you kick him off, and so go ahead and move your leg bite up to 2.
as soon as
he
you did that, I was like, I know what you're doing.
Different levels of danger we're dealing with here.
He tears open the like whatever stitches or patching that you had to kind of clean that up, and so it's just kind of bleeding again, and so you're limping as you get out into the town square. And do you want to just where are you beelining
I'm
to?
hoofing it to Kix.
Okay.
Cart.
So then we smash cut back and we see Lloyd arriving, Kix cart, and we see Morgan there right on the outside. You had to like probably take a detour to grab the key, but you see Morgan's kind of limping, blood's trickling down from her leg. She looks kind of sickly, ghastly. It is evening time. The sun is nearly down for the two of you. You're both here together. Nesta doesn't seem to be in sight. You do know that there are other Twilight Choir kind of circling here and there. You also know the singer is somewhere. You haven't seen it for a while, but you know it's around here somewhere. So you two are outside of her wagon cart thing. What do the two of you want to do?
Oi, Lloyd, I've gotten free of Nesta for a quick moment. I think we've got to make a run for it.
Run for it? What did you do? You look terrible.
I mean, some of this was just still from before, but I've got to. I think Snaggle went after her to see if he could find her, and I think we should just do the same. Like, we can't just sit around here and just get looked through by them. We've got to stick together, as we always do.
Do you know where they ran off to?
I'm not sure, but I'm just staying around here is not going to be helpful. And maybe if we can get to Snaggletooth's farm, maybe we can track and see where he got to.
All right, I have to talk to him too. He has that ore. My uncle wants it.
You've been helping him today.
Of course, I got nothing else here.
Well, good on you. When all else fails, be the useful nephew.
All right, come on now. You know I'm helpful.
You can be helpful by helping me unlock this cart and get it moving.
We have to drag this? There's no way.
What am I looking for in it then? And this is me looking to Kipser. Like, if you told me that the key was there, what was I getting out of it?
Oh, I just meant like you had access to tools and or things that could help you in a blacksmith shop, and you don't want to bring it with you.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Or like a back window, like you go in the front and you jump out the bathroom window or something.
Oh, okay. I don't think there's. Lloyd, is there anything we need from here?
Half-finished dagger is in there.
Okay, I'll grab that. And then
you have a half-finished dagger. We'll say you have the blade, but it's not like there's no handle attached. Like maybe it's just a generic blade. So it could be painful to use. Okay, so and then the two of you are trying to escape?
Yes.
Escape town?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so the two of you start. Which direction are you going? West, south, east? Are you trying to get across the water north?
Head towards Snaggles, because I think that's the last direction he was at.
Okay, so south, southeast,
yeah.
Basically. Okay. All right. So you guys start moving through town, down the alleyways and such. Right before we cut, you guys do hear the sounds of
Morgan Tyner! Where are you off to? I heard you started abroad.
and you look over and you can see coming in your direction, kind of across the way, not next to you. You can see Branrick Bell is like the constable, basically, of here, and it's like coming after you and it's like,
You hang on right there, right this second now.
and we're gonna cut to Kick. It's nighttime, Kick, and you are at the western side. You're west of Ghost Meadow. You're kind of around where Eldrin's cottage had sunk into the ground, and off to the west, you know, is the forest that eventually leads over to Ashtaran, the Elvish village. What is Kick doing all by herself?
So she's my great idea is I'm going to look to see if there's any owls or crows that are in the sort of the trees around where Eldrin's hut would be, and I'm just going to yell at them.
Trying to find Oswald, just see which if any of them might be Oswald.
Yes. I'm just hoping one of them will go and tell Eldrin I'm here. And then plan number 2 is to climb a tree and sleep for the evening.
Okay, high or low? What would you prefer, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. You call out, and you definitely see birds. There's some birds around here. So you call out, and you see like a dark bird, crow, raven, something like that, like up on a branch, and it's just sort of looking down at you. Head kind of turning. It's a bit above you, maybe 12 feet up or so.
Go get it, Eldrin. Go get Eldrin. Oh, Eldrin. Oh, I wish Snaggle were here. He gets better with the birds. And go get Eldrin. You understand me? Oh. Okay. You can't understand me. Then you can go get Eldrin. Oh. I know you can understand me. Go get Eldrin. Oh.
Food or something, maybe?
She'll look like on the ground and look for food, like a mouse or a bit of meat in her pockets. She kind of grabbed a to-go bag, but...
I'm sure you have something in your pockets.
Bread.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I'll hold up some bread. Bribery? She'll probably hold up like half a loaf of bread.
Kind of looks very interested. You know, like, kind of hops down to the next branch now. It's only maybe like 8 feet. Kind of looking...
all right. And she'll put like cheese and kind of shove it into the bread. A little bit better now.
Looks down. And it like hops down and kind of like in this like swooping motion, just dive bombs and takes it from your hand and just flies off into the darkness to the west.
Okay, I'll be here for a bit then because I don't know how to build a raft. All right. And then she'll kind of like look around for maybe some more of a flat tree branch area that she can kind of climb up and just nestle in for the night.
Sure. Yeah. No problem. You can climb up a tree. It's not an issue.
Trees are not her best. She gets lost in the forest quite easily.
Yep. Okay.
There is that.
So we see Kick nestling in as it's very dark. We'll cut over to Snaggletooth. Snaggletooth, where do you think you haven't really encountered travelers, we'll say. It's also very late in the day when you finally took off, so it makes sense. And night has basically fallen now. So what do you think you're doing? Like, you don't really know where she's going. I know we're playing it so that everyone knows she went to Ghost Meadow and stuff. But how do you think Snaggletooth tries to figure out where she went? Because eventually you do come to Ghost Meadow goes this way, Tor Hollows to the south. And so those are 2 places you both have been to. What do you think Snaggletooth does to try to figure out which way she goes?
All right. I'm going to take a guess. She's going to try and go the direction that's going to get her closer where Poe was wanting us to meet. So he'd try and do his best estimation of which direction gets her more aligned in that way.
Okay. Neither is a great option, but definitely west is better than south, because south is the complete opposite direction of work, because you guys are meeting go up to the north. And so heading west of like, it's not the safest path to go through the woods, through the forest to the west, and around Lake Umbra. Like that's a very long path to take.
Yeah.
And it also means you're going into the forest and into elf territory. So you certainly, but that certainly makes more sense than going down to Tor Hollow.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not the tracker or outdoorsy guy. So that's just the most loose thought process he would have.
I think it's fine. No roll necessary. I mean, it's honestly, I think that logic makes sense. I don't think there's any roll to certainly go and dime you. So here you are standing in the dark. Not a lot of light. There's maybe some overcast and kind of a sliver of moonlight, but not much. So it's very, very dark. Do you have a lantern out or a torch out, you think?
I think my belt lantern was given to Lloyd.
Okay.
So
you probably have something at your house, though. I don't think you would have a whole farm without something. So,
but still, if it's getting late, probably the best thing he'll do is just like, he's resourceful at least. Maybe grab some like branches or whatever he can, find some like rock somewhere and like create a crude little lean-to to crawl under for the night.
Okay, are you doing that on the eastern side of the canyon over which the rock bridge or the rope bridge is? Were you doing on the western side over by the Ghost Meadow? Okay. So you make your little lean-to and nestle in for the night. Cold breeze starts to kick up. You also feel this as well. It is, again, it's autumn. And the weather is certainly starting to get cooler. And at a certain point, Snaggletooth, you hear the sounds of something overhead. You hear large, like, like the sounds of something flapping overhead. What do you do, Snaggle?
Hello?
Call out, hello. Nothing responds. You just hear the wind for a bit.
I kind of do the thing where I stay like down and I just kind of like caterpillar crawl just a little bit, stick my nose out of the lean-to and take a look up at what it might be.
You see a dark shadow circling overhead. It is quite large. You can see it contrasted with some of the lightness of the clouds that are being partially illuminated by the moon, but you definitely see a dark shadow flying overhead and then like disappearing for a bit. And then you see it kind of come back around. I would say you get the sense that you've seen maybe like buzzards carrying birds circling, maybe a dead fox or a rabbit out in your fields. Definitely has that kind of feel.
Right, and I remember what Morgan was talking about before. I'll just caterpillar crawl right back under my lean-to and stay very, very still and very, very quiet.
Okay.
I'll bravely hide away.
There is a lull. There's definitely a bit of quiet. But then you hear the sounds of the wings once more, and they get louder, and then suddenly your lean-to just gets completely and utterly demolished. You go tumbling. You can mitigate if you like, as you've just basically been bowled over by whatever that dark shadow was. So you're welcome to mitigate before I deliver consequence here.
Oh no.
Okay. I don't have a whole lot. I don't know how much I could do block a blow.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, yeah,
For
totally.
sure.
And you're country strong?
Country strong. Is there something I can hold on to keep myself from getting flung too far?
Yeah, we could say maybe you built it near like a little outcropping rock or something. Yeah.
So that gets me 2 at least.
Okay.
I don't have a great pool to put into this that I can think of. Well, that's not bad. So that'll be 4 and 4 is 8. 2 is 10.
Awesome.
Okay. So that's 10 is a success. You have 2 power that you had in that roll, which means you can buy down the trampled 3 that you were about to take down to trampled 1.
That's very good.
Okay. And your lean-to goes flying this way and that, and you kind of grab onto this rock. The rock fractures and crashes, and then you you hear the ground kind of shake. And then as you're trying to, you bang your head maybe a little bit against the rock, and a little bit of blood starts to trickle down. And you look around to see just what in the hell it was. And you hear a very loud growl. And you look over just a few feet from you. You see a large reptilian-like creature. That has the kind of a long, sinewy body, almost snake-like, but kind of bulbous in the middle. But then it kind of feathers out into a long, slender tail. And you see a long, slender neck come up to a very surprisingly not a huge head, not like a big diamond back kind of head, but a actually fairly small-looking head. Compared to the rest of it, and you see there are these long wings that unfurl, these big red, kind of reddish wings, and you see the saliva kind of dripping from it, and it's staring directly at you with these almost snake-like beady eyes. What do you want to do, Snaggletooth? It is eyeing you down.
I realized I've made a big mistake there. I was sleeping all comfortably, and I heard you flying overhead, and I didn't think to invite you for some hospitality. I've got beets, and I've got onions, and I've got a piece of bread. You can have it if you want. Because you can't outrun that thing. You can't fight that thing. Best thing you can do is be polite and offer it food.
And just throw the food a little bit off to the side so that the next swing will be, 8 feet that way.
I will remind you that you are near the Brook Bridge. There's a big cliff. There are mountains further to the east, but they're a little bit ways away. Otherwise, it's a relatively flat terrain, handful of rocks here and there, a couple sparse trees. It's not like big forested area. That's where you're at. So is that what you're doing? Are you trying to
it's not, he's not going to be able to outrun
it?
this thing. I can't outrun this thing, and there's not really a good place to hide.
You could, you were smaller, it is pretty big, so you could kind of hide in rocks and stuff.
Yeah, but I've got to get to there first. So the stage 1 is oh golly gee, here's food. Please busy yourself eating my food.
Okay, so distract and run is kind of the 2-parter.
Or who knows? Maybe it appreciates hospitality. I don't know.
It definitely does not appreciate hospitality, but you could try to distract it with food. That I would accept.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very sad to say, Snaggletooth, your charm is not going to help you.
No.
I don't think he's just. I think he's
distracted. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think he nervously says all that nonsense just
while distracting.
Because that's who he is.
Yeah.
It's just here's my food. Please eat my food while I run away and hide somewhere better.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So at that point, gosh, bless it.
Homesteader,
so I assume I'm putting
vegetable gardens.
Homesteader, vegetable garden. Maybe. Do I know of something in particular that I don't know what lizards.
You've never seen one of these creatures before, but you do remember seeing there was that long snake-like creature, that massive snake-like creature, and you saw this cut in the back as if something erupted and emerged out of it. This is definitely not the same thing, because what you saw didn't have wings or arms or claws or legs. It was just like a big snake. But this has kind of a similar sort of coloring to it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just take out the food, and then so between Homesteader, I've got vegetable garden for my resources for food. maybe I can be resourceful enough to have an idea of where someplace was where we fixed the bridge, where there might be some place to crawl underneath after distracting him, or a good place to run to.
That sounds like two different things, maybe. I think this is more about distracting it. Yeah.
At that point, maybe just the 2 points then.
Okay.
I don't know that I've got much else.
Do you want to burn? You want to burn any of those?
Yeah, I'll burn the vegetable garden. I just got that one back. But yeah, I'll just throw an abundance of food at it.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a tag working against you. I'm not going to say that the might is going to work against you in this case. Remember, the might is the thing where it's like a different tier. It would be like a -3.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm not trying to fight
play
this
here.
thing. Yeah.
But I do think there is one tag.
Okay.
Carnivorous, basically, and so you're you're giving it veggies. So I'm gonna say that's gonna work against it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
There you got a +1.
This tofurkey.
Got a +1.
So I've got 1 and then 3 if I burn it.
Oh yeah, that's right. And so you got 3
4 total.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've got 1 plus the 3 that you burn that you get from burning, so it's 4 total. -1, so it's net of 3.
Net of 3, which is good because I'll do 6 of the 2 is an 8, and then that'll get me to an 11.
Nice.
Okay. So 11. So if you want to, so if we're doing this as tracked, you had 3 power. You, so you can spend all 3 power. You could also voluntarily take a consequence to spend 4 power so you can create a tag distracted. You could do that, or you can even do a status distracted 3. So something like that.
I think I like doing the tag of distracted. Sounds good.
Okay. And that still leaves you with 1 power to play with.
Okay.
So you can create a status of some kind.
So he's tag of distracted, and then maybe there's something that it ate that just does not agree with it.
Okay. Sickened
It's
one,
kind of like
maybe.
Something that it swallows up is kind of like.
Yeah. Okay. So like it comes charging at you, and then you just like babble at it and throw all of the packs and stuff that you had, your various feed spills out in front. You had various crops in there that you had plucked prior, but then you didn't realize that maybe mixed in it is some of that stuff that got rotten by whatever the scourge is, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it scoops it up, and then it's like, so it eats and tears through your pack, and you use this opportunity to start scampering away a bit. You hear it suddenly like it's like a dog like hacking up like something terrible it ate, right? And you hear that, it's still nearby. What do you do next, Snaggle?
So now he's running, especially if it's near where the bridge was and there's kind of like the cliff area. At that point, it's time to like climb down, find some nook to crawl into that's way too small for it.
Okay. So
Beaverkin resourceful, maybe?
Now I would say let's give us a roll to climb down and find somewhere to hide in the cliff face.
So at that point, that's where I might try doing Beaverkin for being a tinier guy that can fit into something small, resourceful, trying to find something like a good place for that. Maybe Country Strong helps me out with climbing around.
I think so.
Holds and grapple maybe helps with the climbing.
It's up to you.
I mean, I'll go for whatever I can get.
Okay. If you want the 4, take the 4.
Okay, I will.
Do you have anything working against you? Do you have any?
I don't like how he's saying
dark.
that.
It's dark, so I would say it's harder to climb while it's dark. So I'd say knock one of those off, give yourself a -1.
Okay.
It's not raining, so I don't think it's like slippery or anything like that. So it's really just the darkness.
Okay.
Oh.
What'd you roll?
Oh,
I rolled a 3. So it doesn't matter. Like 3, yeah. No, I rolled a 3. Then I don't even make the 7. So just no successes. I didn't get I didn't get double ones at least.
So Snaggletooth, you're scrambling down. You hear, and then you suddenly hear as it's coming after you, and you're just scrambling down. Your foot goes to try to reach the ledge below, misses. You see the head of this thing come over the side and snap down at you like this, like a snake, like a viper, and you let go.
Oh,
and the last thing we see is we see this beaverkin falling 100 or so feet down into the water below. And I think that's where we're going to end for tonight, and we'll pick up on that. It's not a cliffhanger.
It's not.
Oh no.
As Snaggletooth falls 100 feet down into the water.
Oh,
We'll see what
Snaggletooth.
happens.
All right. Okay.
In chat, I was like, "Oh, it's Oswald." Gibster's like, "No, that's not Oswald." And I was like, "Oh shoot, that's not Oswald."
These are
Big
all
brother.
over the place. This is crazy. Would you say, Long?
It's his big brother.
Oswald's big brother.
Yeah.
You can play Oswald next. There you go.
Deal.
Really hoping Snaggletooth would find me because he knows how to make rafts.
Yeah. I did ask him about like East versus like West for that particular reason.
Yep.
So if it was on the East, this creature was on the East. That's why I asked.
It's just,
So-
it was one of those things where it's like in character, he doesn't know. Like,
Totally.
we are not,
Yeah.
he's not a tracking
We're not
sort of
meta.
guy.
We're not metaing
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
know
Nope.
where
No,
Kick
it's
went
great.
to.
It's great.
No,
You
and like
just-
I'm anticipating seeing you guys at the henge. I'm not thinking you're following me, so I'm not leaving a trail.
Well, the good news is we're leaving it on you not currently being ripped and torn apart by this creature.
Okay.
We're just ending it on you falling 100 feet into the water.
Yeah.
And
Totally,
we'll see how that goes.
Totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're a beaverkin. You can.
Yeah, high dive.
As long as,
beaver.
you, as long as you survive the fall, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
dear.
right. Well, there's that. So we're
Oh,
back.
dear.
It's awesome. We're back. And our favorite only beaverkin is in great,
It's okay.
great peril. Kick is sleeping in a tree by herself in the middle of nowhere. Lloyd and Morgan are trying to sneak out of town, but just got
Right into the constable.
sighted by
Yeah.
the constable as they're trying to sneak
Mhm.
away.
Yeah,
And so, yeah,
I'm gonna.
that's where we're at.
I'm just
And
gonna
yet,
go.
you guys are
Oh,
all going
man.
southward, which is the opposite direction of where you got to go to meet Poe.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Times.
I had two plans. My first one was Snaggletooth catching up to me. My second plan is Auntie Eldrin and hoping that she actually comes. Plan 3 is going
Sure.
back into town and then talking to somebody with a boat.
Well, you do know that Auntie Eldrin said that she was going to see the elves because that's why you guys gave the
Yes.
little pixie thing to her because like she could do something with it. And so you do know that she headed westward. You don't know how long she's going to be gone for, but you did
Yeah.
know that she was
I
headed
might-
there with like some of those creatures that were in her pit and stuff like that. So,
I might try to find the elves. I'm going to be very bad at this. So I'm really hoping you guys catch up to me
Cannot wait.
before I do that because it's
so the
not going
person
to
who
go well.
sucks at the forest tries to
I
find her
will
way through a
absolutely get
forest.
lost immediately.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. You're gonna step into the forest. You're gonna look around, and all
Where'd
the
the exit
creatures
go?
look the same.
Oh,
Oh goodness, it's like the back rooms. It's the backwoods.
Yeah.
Anyhow, all right. So let's go ahead and do a couple closing plugs, and we'll get on out of here. Stream wise, next one up is Saturday, which I think we're going to be doing it a slightly earlier time to accommodate old Steven. So we're going to be playing some Call of Cthulhu on Saturday. Monday, I think we're going to trot out maybe another We're in Danger stuff. We might do a holiday thing or we might do sci-fi. I'm not sure yet. We'll decide. One of the two things. Tuesday, we're on break for now. Kipster's researching the next game that we're playing the next year. Yeah. So
Yeah. Reading all the TTRPGs and trying to figure out what one actually has a VTT so I don't have to make it this time.
Yeah, awesome. And then, next Thursday we'll be back here. That's what we got. All right. So I'll probably raid somebody, but have a great rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all later.
Good night, all.